down there for a boot camp, Ben Newman's boot camp. I got a chance. Ben Newman is one of my mentors. As he said, I got a chance, fortunate to play 10 years in the NFL. And then after I finished playing, I became a professional speaker. I go around the country and speak with organizations, individuals, you name it. My passion in life, I have one saying that I really believe in. I love people and I use money. I love people and I use money. And so understanding that success travels after service, I said when I was young, as long as I can remember, I'm going to always make sure I'm providing a tremendous amount of service to individuals. See, I was born in Camden, New Jersey. Anybody been from Jersey here? Anybody from Jersey?
Oh, you've been there.
I've been there. Cool, y'all, man. But I'm from Camden, New Jersey. Real quick. What you do, everybody's here today, right? Because there's a reason why you're here. Every call you make, there's a reason why you make that call. When you get rejected, when you get an objection, whatever it is, there's a reason why you pick it up again. Everybody has a purpose, everybody has a reason, everybody has a passion of what you do. So you're not by yourself. And I think at the end of the day, it's understanding why you do what you do that gives you the motivation, gives you the motivation to move forward. Everybody is easy when it's on the mountaintop. But what do you do? What do you do when you do get rejected? What do you do when you do get injured? What do you do when you take one step forward and two steps back? What do you do when you got everything planned out and it seems like the plans fall apart? Because that's life. But I want to encourage you guys that in life is not happening to you. Life is happening for you. You see, it's the adversity that you face in life that's here to do three things. Number one, adversity is here to teach you. It's here to teach you, give you feedback. In life, I believe there's no such thing as permanent failure. It's only temporary feedback. But if you don't learn the lesson that adversity is trying to teach you, you won't go forward. We all been in elementary school. We all been in middle and high school. And if you don't pass a course, if you don't pass a test, you got to keep taking it over and over and over. So if I ask you, what is the situation that you keep facing over and over and over and over and over and over? If you keep facing it over and over and over, that means you haven't learned the lesson yet. So get with somebody who does know the answer, or put in the work so you can learn it. The next thing is here to train you. You see, every time we went out to play in NFL, we learned new techniques, a new technique to do something better. It wasn't just getting it the first time. I had to put in hours upon hours upon hours and upon hours. We call it practice, but I call it intentional drilling. I never went out to practice just to practice. I had to know why I was coming to practice, what am I going to get better in, so at the end of the day, I can now go back on the film room and see how I did. And so adversity is here to train you in those areas. But then the last thing, adversity is here to test you. It's here to test you. How bad do you really want it? And a lot of people talk, but not a lot of people are willing to do. I used to tell my guys, I said, listen, I want your actions to speak so loud, I don't have to hear a word you say. Let your actions speak so loud, I ain't got to hear anything you say, because you're showing me. And so when adversity comes, it comes to test you. You say you want to be successful. You say you want to meet this level. You say you want to overcome this. You say you want to grow from this. Well, show me. Because guess what? In the NFL, there's two seasons. There's a preseason and then a regular season. The purpose of the preseason, during the preseason, when we first get out there, we have pads on. When you start hitting, your body hurts that much more. You wake up in the morning, you're like, I don't want to go anymore. I almost want to quit. But the purpose of the preseason was to get you prepared for the season. I can't trust anybody in my life who's never made it through the preseason of their life, who never been through a situation you're ready to either give up on life or give up on your dreams and goals. If you ain't been there yet, I can't trust you. But if you've been through it, and you walked through it, and you grew through it and from it, now I can trust you because you know exactly what it's like to go through. And so at the end of the day, understand that adversity is here to teach you, train you, and test you. We're all going to have it. I remember my first year in the NFL, they drafted me because I was a safety, a strong safety. And for those who are not familiar as much with football, at the end of the day, if somebody had the ball, my job was to be that enforcer and go get that person down. Didn't matter how big they were, wasn't matter how small. It may not matter how much the bills are. It don't matter how bad the kids are acting. It don't matter how much you like her or you like her just like your boss. At the end of the day, I got to get my job done despite it all. And so my first year in the league, right, they drafted me because we was in a conference where they had these running backs. And these running backs were pretty big. And so I remember playing a game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. and we were playing at Three Rivers Stadium. And the Pittsburgh Steelers had this running back on their team. This running back, he was 6'3", 270 pounds. I was 6'1", 215 pounds. And this running back was good. He was a beast. Matter of fact, he was so good they actually gave that cat a nickname. Anybody know his nickname? He was the what? He was the what? He was the what? So we know what the bus do to kids. It carried people around, right? And so that's what Jerome Bettis was doing. He was carrying people around. He had that ball. So we playing this game up at Three River Stadium, man. It's like, think about it. Sometimes in your life, it feels like, man, you're the only one on the home team. It seems like everything around you is going awry. Family, friends, co-workers. And that's what it was like being in that stadium. You're in the opponent's territory, but you got a job to do. And so we're up there, and it's in October, and their crowd is going wild. They got the towels, and they just celebrating. And I'm there, and the first half, Jerome Bettis is in straight beast mode. He running through people, bam. He's stiff-arming, he doing Heisman poses, he doing all this stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, is this what the NFL is like? You may have came into this business, in this company, you thought, you saw the pie at the end of the road, you saw the light, but you didn't realize that adversity is going to come because it's here for you to grow. And so we get in the first half, and Jerome Bettis is he having a ball. We get in the locker room, and I'm sitting on my chair, and remember, this is my first time, so you may be new to the company. And you may be just listening and watching and saying, okay, what do they do here when things are tough? You're looking at your mentor and say, what do they do? Remember, somebody's always watching you. So I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm just listening and watching. And I'm hearing guys say, oh, man, coach called this play. Oh, man, he missed this play. Oh, man, my mom did this. My wife did this. Complaining. You want to know somebody with a bad attitude? Listen to them and watch them. If they're complaining, bad attitude. So I'm sitting in my chair, and I'm thinking to myself, I want things to change. I want a different outcome. But I can't do it this way. And so while I'm sitting in my chair, I heard something in the back of my head. It said, Donna, if you want things to change, it starts with you. So while I'm in my chair, and as inexperienced I was in the league, I'm thinking to myself, this change starts with me. If I want to change my current financial situation, okay, my social situation, my family situation, it starts with me. And so I got up, and I said, you know what, we're going to do this. I went in the bathroom, I put my helmet on the mirror, on the counter, and I looked myself in the mirror. And I said, Donovan, it's about to go down. And I grabbed my helmet, I went out there second half, we kicked the ball off, boop. 1st and 10, first play in the second half. Matter of fact, this video I'm telling you about right now, that's it. It's on YouTube right now. You go Donovin Darius football highlights number 2, you're gonna see it. And so here was the first play of the second half. They're in a position called 3-by-1. That means 3 guys is lined up over here, 1 guy is lined up over there. Jerome Bettis, beast mode. He is lining up 7 yards deep in the stand. Literally, I can't make this up, I'm not lying. He's in the stands like this. I'm on the other side in my stands like, is this dude like growling out here? It's a football game. But sometimes in life it seems like the problems that you have, the adversity is growling at you. It seems like it's bigger than you can imagine. But that's what it was. So I'm on the other side of my stands, but I'm thinking the whole time, this thing starts with me. Today is my day. It ain't going to happen like this anymore because it starts with me. And so I'm in my stands, and the quarterback is underneath the center, Cordell Stewart. And he was like, green 80, green 80. Said, huh? Snapped the ball, handed to Jerome Bettis, right? And so Jerome Bettis ran to his left. Do me a favor, everybody. While you're standing, just lean to the left. Everybody, just lean to the left. Just lean there, just lean there. So I'm in my stands. Jerome's coming down to my left. I take my read steps, and I'm coming down. And as I'm coming down, I'm thinking, in my mind, it starts with me today. No more excuses. Stay over there. He didn't cut back. Stay over there. And so I'm thinking, it starts with me today. No more excuses. No more excuses. I got to change this for my family today. So as I'm coming down, I took my 3 steps, my last 2 steps, hit this joker, boom! I hit the joker, you guys can stand up. I hit this joker so hard, his feet was up in the air, he got up, and you'll see, you watch the video. Hey, the jersey was all twisted up, helmet was all twisted up. I got up like, yeah! Why was I so excited? Because at the end of the day, that mountain seemed bigger than me. That situation seemed it was unsurmountable. It was like a goal out there that would just seem like, oh wow, it's for them and not for me. It was so many odds against me. But just like that thing came to me, this thing starts with you. It starts with you and it ends with you. You're created with greatness inside of you. You're God's greatest masterpiece. There's no duplication, only imitation. You were born full to die empty. That means in this world, you're here to give out so many gifts. You are fully loaded. Your future's not in front of you. Your future's trapped on the inside. You got to walk it out. At the end of the day, there was nothing around me in my life growing up where I walked out my front door. On the right-hand side was gangs. Left-hand side was cat guys selling drugs. There was nothing around me that said that I could be doing what I'm doing now or even make it. And I know you may have some situations and circumstances in your life that does not dictate or give you any hope that you can overcome it. I'm here to live in proof. Live in proof that if your mind can believe it and conceive it, you can achieve it. I guarantee you. What is that picture you have in your mind? See yourself overcome it. Draw yourself closer to it because you're putting your time, your energy, your resources, and you're saying a mindset that says, I'm not turning back. I come too far to turn back. And you keep walking. And so I hope that's encouraging you. I want to thank you guys again. Thank you, Ms. Reggie. Thank you for allowing me to be here.